What's happening, everyone, and welcome on back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're having a lovely one out there. Let's go ahead and listen to some Pulp. It's been a really long time since we listened to them. Last we listened to them with She's Dead, if I remember correctly. I know the song because I have it on my playlist, but I just can't remember exactly the name. Anyways, I heard a lot about this album, Different Class, so I'd like to go ahead and give that a listen today. So we're going to start off with the first track here, and let's do that. So the first track here is going to be Miss Shapes, with a little bit of a hyphen in between the Miss and the Shapes. The album, like I said, released 1995. This is going to be their 5th studio album. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump on into it. I'm excited to listen to them. And here we go.
Misshapes, mistakes, misfits, raised on a diet of broken biscuits. Oh, we don't look the same as you, and we don't do the things you do, but we live around here too. Oh really? Misshapes, mistakes, misfits.
Very quickly
out to go to town, but we can't risk it all, 'cause they just wanna keep us out. You could end up with a smack in the mouth just for standing out now, really. Brothers, sisters, can't you see the future's owned by you and me? They won't be fighting in the streets. They think they've got us beat, but revenge is gonna be so sweet. We're making a move, we're making it now. We're coming out of the
This is building a heart.
Just put your hands up, it's the rage, yeah. We want your homes, we want your lives, we want the things.
Constant escalation.
We want use guns, we want use bombs. We use the one thing we've got more of. That's our lives. Check your lucky numbers.
That is really good.
How much money could drag you under? Oh, what's the point in being rich if you can't think what to do with it? 'Cause you're so bleeding thick. Oh, we weren't supposed to be. We learned too much at school. Now we can't help but see the future that shit got mapped out is nothing much to shout about. We're making a move, we're making it now. We're coming out of the sideline.
That is so cool.
Put your hands up, it's a rage, yeah. We want your homes, we want your lives.
And it's speeding up.
Things you won't allow us. We won't use guns, we won't use bombs. We use the one thing we've got more of. That's our minds. Brothers, sisters, can't you see the future's owned by you and me? There won't be fighting in the streets. They think that they've got us beat, but revenge is gonna be so sweet. We're making a move, we're making it now. We're coming out of the sideline. Just put your hands up, it's a rage, yeah. We want your homes, we want your lives, we want the things you won't allow us. We won't use guns, we won't use bombs. We'll use the one thing we've got more of. That's our minds, yeah. That's our minds, yeah.
I love when the opening track makes a statement. I love when they make a big, bad, and bold, in bold statement. And that's what Misshapes is. This was fantastic. Lyrically, excellent. Musically, very interesting. Let me bring up who's doing what here, because I'm not familiar with the band. So let me look who's doing it. Jarvis Cocker is the lead vocalist. Love his singing in here. This is going to go along with the music as a whole. But the structure of this track it begins with a sense of urgency. And that beginning sense of urgency just continues to grow and brew and stew until that cup done runneth over. Like, it is just constantly building up. And even when it goes back to the second verse and brings it back down again, it quickly simmers back up very quickly. It's like when you're trying to boil some milk on the oven or on the stove, and like you turn around for 1 second, you turn back around, and it's already overflowing because that's how milk boils. That's exactly what was happening here in the scenario. Just incredible construction musically, and how that it constantly kept you on your toes. And I love how in the chorus, when it comes in, you have it sounds like some effects like from the guitar. There's a riff that changes it into something more dangerous, and like there's an imminent catastrophe that's coming right around the corner. Like I said, the singing becomes much more intense. The drumming is baka, 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 baka. Like everything is just going and going and going. And I like that kind of firewall that we're just presented with. I mean, you can feel the flames right in your face. And Cocker, I think, is doing an excellent job on the singing and the vocals there. And Dudley handling the strings. And you do hear that, I want to say very subtly in the back, especially in the chorus, you hear that being pushed up, that continues to push everything and, like I said, escalate everything towards the front. And even in the chorus, it sounds like the tempo changes a little bit, like just ever so slightly. I don't know if it literally does or if that's just because of how everything is just heightening in there, but really, really excellent. But let's take a look at the lyrics here really quick as well. Misshapes, mistakes, misfits, raised on a diet of broken biscuits. Oh, we don't look the same as you, and we don't do the things you do, but we live round here too. So we may not look like you, we may not speak like you, but we live here just the same. It's our home as much as it is yours. Misshapes, mistakes, misfits. We'd like to go to town, but we can't risk it because they just want to keep us out. You could end up with a smack in the mouth just for standing out. Now, really. Now, where's the band from? Hold on. Because depending on where they're from, it could change them. Okay, so the English rock band, so from England somewhere. So, but you could apply this to so many different things. Of course, you could go back to civil rights. Of course, this could be right in England. It could apply to so many different places, but the idea is the same. You're different. We don't want different here. It works actually. I just thought of this. The name of the album, Different Class. Could be classism. And just for being in the wrong side of town, you could end up not going back to your side of town that night. Brothers, sisters, can't you see the future's owned by you and me? There won't be fighting in the street. They think they've got us beat, but revenge is going to be sweet. We're making a move. We're making it now. We're coming out of the sidelines. Just put your hands up. It's a raid. We want your homes. We want your lives. We want the things you won't allow us. We won't use guns. We won't use bombs. We'll use the one thing we've got more of. That's our minds. We don't need to use violence or weapons to achieve our goals. We're going to use our minds. We're going to use our mouths, our tongues, our souls, our spirits to enact change and to bring about this change. And I love the line where he says, we want your homes, we want your lives, we want the things you won't allow us. I don't see that as like, because it would contradict with their message basically. It's not like they're going to break into the homes and steal people's homes literally or steal their lives literally. They want the same opportunities for their lives as others may have. They want the same opportunities to get homes just like the other people have. Like, they just want equality and to be treated equal, or at least be given equal opportunity. Check your lucky numbers. How much money could drag you under? What's the point of being rich if you can't think what to do with it? Because you're so bleeding thick. We weren't supposed to be. We learned too much at school. Now we can't help but see that the future that you've got mapped out is nothing much to shout about. And it repeats the lyrics from there as it goes on. So I love that. I love that. Using your minds to enact change and not necessarily acts of violence or things like that. But change is going to be happening. There is a Wikipedia article for this particular track, and it's a long one. But let's look at some of it here. It says, lyrically inspired by Cocker's experiences socializing in Sheffield as an outcast. The song features lyrics that call for misfits to unite and take over. The lyrical theme would make Cocker uncomfortable with Pulp's growing popularity with townies after the song's release. I don't know what townies means. is that like uppity people or like... I don't know what townies means, to be honest. Misshapes was written as an ode to the outcast that Pulp as a band identified with. Nick Banks summed up the song's message stating, what an opener, a call to arms, a rallying cry. Now is the time to storm the barricades. If you've ever been bullied, called a weirdo, hit, spat on for being, looking, or feeling different, this is your tune, and I could definitely understand that. I love when you go back to the lyrics real quick. Like, I mean, misshapes, mistakes, misfits, all the things that don't quite fit in. If you're not shaped perfectly, you don't fit in. Like, you're misshapen. Mistakes, maybe you've been treated like a mistake. Misfits, you don't fit in. Like, it really takes all those different characteristics and puts it into this really nicely wrapped package. This is a really great track. I'm curious to hear the rest. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter, support the channel, what I do on Patreon. Thank you as always for being here. Come back tomorrow. Sometimes I like to keep you waiting, and I'll see you then.